So now it'll be into the hands of number 4, Galloway. Galloway puts it on the deck, kicks it outside to Asani. Asani's 3 short, off the shoulder. It looks like a Ba underneath. Pishatowski able to corral it and reset up the offense for the Beavers. Shot no good. It might have been number 4. I think it was Galloway. Yes, they're going to credit him with the basket, and the Beavers are on the board.
Yeah, nobody boxed out. Galloway had an easy tip in. Baruch has to just defend with their hands and their feet.
Gannon now inside, working on Ba. Looking for options on the baseline. He's quickly tied up. Now Osorio has it up top. Crossover move. He goes past Asani. He gets tied up with Pishatowski, and it's going to stay with the Bearcats. But good hustle defense here in the early going from the Beavers.
Yeah, Osorio just went into no man's land.
So Nicholson able to find Osorio right off the inbounds. Osorio can't get the English on that one for it to drop, but he'll go to the line to shoot 2.
Nicholson, a tremendous passer. Gets the ball to where his teammate could do something with it.
And Osorio good on the first.
Osorio, like we say every game, David, like a cornerback in football. Very crafty, strong player.
And good on the second. Baruch lead 4-2 here. Minute and a half gone. Gone in the first half. So Nicholson will pick up Galloway up top. Asani, ball swung around the perimeter into the waiting hands of Saki. Saki's high floater, no good. And it's going to go off Asani last, and it'll go back to the Bearcats.
Yeah, Bearcats again. I'm going to say this multiple times tonight. They're going to be successful if they just move their hands and their feet. Stay in front of the defender.
So Osorio able to get it into the front court, ball into the hands of Jamel Fair. Jamel Fair step back jumper. He's able to knock that one in off glass, and he's got his first bucket on the evening.
I think he closed his eyes on that, David, but it went in. Good result.
So Asani now puts it on the deck, going against Pearson. Kick it out to Galloway here on the near side. Shot too strong. No good. Gannon battling underneath with number 20, Bayami Ba, and that'll be a jump ball, and that's going to stay with the Beavers.
Gannon, great play. He sealed off his man and had, if he didn't, bobble it, he had great control with one hand of the ball.
And Saki to inbound, looking for options. Finds the cutter, and Galloway shot too short. Ball batted around, still loose. Piersic able to come away with that rebound. Ooh, up ahead all the way to Nicholson. Gives it off to Gannon on the far side. Nicholson will ask for it back, get it, and he'll be able to slow things up. Calling out Coach Alisi's offense. Osorio now on the far side wing. Entry pass inside to Gannon. Gannon kicks it outside to Fair. Fair near side 3. Shot off front iron, no good. They're going to say that the foul on the floor. It's going to be on number 20, Bayame Ba, the sophomore from Harlem, and that's going to be his first.
City College has seen that Gannon could be a problem, so they're doubling him. So that might not be an option right now for the Bearcats. They may have to go elsewhere.
And correction, that's actually Ba's second, so that's going to see him come to the bench and see number 15, Ricardo Dixon, check into the game. So now it's Osorio up top. Gives it outside to Piersic on the far side. He'll put it on the deck, going to work against Galloway off glass, and good, and that's Piersic's first bucket of the evening. And just like that, Coach Boateng wants the Beavers to talk things over. It's going to be a full timeout. Baruch have an early 8-2 lead coming on 3 minutes gone in the first half. You're watching Baruch Basketball on YouTube channel Baruch Bearcats Broadcasting. So Baruch jumping all over City College, up 8-2 here in the first 3 minutes. And it'll be Galloway to bring things up for the Beavers.
Coach Alisi definitely has the Bearcats in an attack mode right out of the gate.
Baruch staying with the same 5, so is CCNY. We've already seen a quick change from CCNY due to some foul trouble on Boz. Dixon's in the game. Now the ball's into the hands of Asani. He's looking for options. Crossover move, gives it up to Dixon. Dixon going to put it on the deck, into the lane, working against Gannon and able to finish with the right hand.
That was good defense by Gannon, but that was a high-arcing shot.
And that's all you can ask for, really, from the Bearcats is just a well-contested shot. And to your point, Joe, definitely was there by Gannon, as Fair now has it in the front court for the Bearcats. He goes into the lane. Gives it off to Osorio on the far side. Bounce pass onto the interior. Fair, step-back jumper. Mid-range shot, no good. Dixon comes away with it. Galloway the other way into the hands of number 11, Saki. And they're going to say shot. They're going to say travel. Wow, it's going to go back to Baruch.
CCNY looks like they're going to take it to the defense of Baruch, and Baruch just has to play fundamental defense. Stay in front of them.
And now Fair brings it into the front court. Galloway on him, over to Gerard Nicholson. Purisic has it up top, over to Osorio on the far side. Back up top to Purisic. Purisic going to put it on the deck. He's going to go right into the lane. No contest. They're going to call an offensive foul. Wow, that seemed like he was inside the cylinder there, Joe. And that's going to go against the Bearcats.
Purisic had the angle. That was definitely a foul on CCNY.
Maybe a little bit of a makeup call for the one on the other end moments ago, but it'll be Galloway who brings it into the front court for the Beavers. Nicholson going to pick him up at the three-point line. Looking for options. Asani comes through. Now it's Saki up top. Takes the pick from Dixon. Saki looking for options. Dixon wide open straight on 3. Gannon slow to close out, and Dixon already has 5 off the bench.
Dixon looks like he can play. Baruch is going to have to pay attention to him. And he's got length, so he can get to the basket.
Bit of a stretch 4 there, so we'll see what Gannon has to do moving forward. Purisic puts the ball on the deck. Ball still loose. Galloway comes away with it for the Beavers. And it's going to go out of bounds. Last off Fair. Nice hustle play to chase that down and potentially save a basket. It'll be Beavers ball underneath.
City College is coming at Baruch hard and heavy.
A little 5-0 run since Coach Boateng called timeout.
They're in the attack mode.
Nice find there. Pishatowski underneath to Saki. He's fouled, and he'll go to the line to shoot 2.
Baruch is going to have to just play sound fundamental defense because CCNY is coming at them.
And Saki good on the first.
But Coach Alisi has a very solid bench that he can go to if foul trouble occurs.
And he's good on the second. So City College, just like that, able to regain the lead. A little bit of a 7-0 run here for the Beavers. Ball's into the front court to Purisic. Nice crossover move going right inside, and he's able to finish easy at the rim. Well, no contest there from Dixon.
Baruch is going to have to attack as well. And Purisic has no problem, and especially he's playing from a perimeter position.
He was able to come all the way in from the three-point line, so if you're City College, you got to clean that up. But Gannon able to come away with the steal for the Bearcats. Osorio coming the other way against Dixon. Goes right into him. Shot too strong. No good. Asani comes away with the rebound. Up to Saki here on the near side, and the Beavers are going to push. Saki right into the lane. A little bit of a floater off back iron. No good. He gets his own rebound, and he's able to get another one to drop.
Well, CCNY wanted it more than Baruch on that play.
And Saki specifically able to get his own rebound and out-hustle the Bearcats on that offensive end. Baruch trail by 2. Purisic over to Fair. Fair takes the pick from Gannon. Now up top to Gannon. Gannon going to pull straight on 3. Off right iron, no good. Asani soars for that rebound, gives it up to Galloway, who brings it into the front court for the Beavers. Hand off to Asani. Outside to Pishatowski on the near side. He'll pull that 3, and he knocks it down. Daniel Pishatowski, the senior from Maspeth, able to knock down that 3.
CCNY, giving Baruch some punches. Let's see how the Bearcats respond to these early body punches.
So now Osorio has it. Bounce pass over to Nicholson. Nicholson on the far side. Three, no good. Ooh, I thought that was almost going to drop off back iron, but it doesn't with Galloway going the other way now for the Beavers, trying to give it to Asani. Ooh, almost left it for Purisic. Asani able to corral it. Now Saki has it up top. Ball swung inside to Dixon. Dixon going to go to work now on Gannon. He turns, trying to put the ball on the deck. Might have been Osorio came in with it. Dixon gets it back. His shot way off to the left, and it'll be Fair who comes away with the rebound for the Bearcats. Osorio into the front court over to Purisic. Purisic outside to Nicholson, far side three, and it hits the bottom of the net. Big shot there by Gerard Nicholson, and Coach Alisi wants to talk things over for 30. So with 13-11 remaining, Baruch trail by 1, 14-13, and we'll step aside. So both teams break the huddle. Devin Nicholson is checked in for the Bearcats alongside Akil Vaughn. It's going to be the same five. Excuse me, actually, it will be a substitution also on the Beavers side as number 12, Michael Bowman, is checked in for the first time tonight from Scholar Academy in Far Rockaway.
This is another important game for Vaughn. He's got to determine his identity down low. How we know what he can do defensively, but he's got to become a huge factor offensively for the Bearcats. He's got a pro body.
And his first and potentially only year on the Bearcats as he comes in as a transfer graduate student. So it'll be Fair to inbound. They're going to say he stepped into the playing court when inbounding, so it's going to go back to City College.
Yeah, the Bearcats have to be very disciplined. We talk about leadership. This game could, get out of hand, so they have to remain very poised.
Pichotowski finds Saki underneath. He's fouled as he goes up with it. That's going to be an and one.
Well, we already see, David, Saki is going to be a problem. Very high energy player.
And he leads the Beavers in scoring right now as he has 6, make it 7 here early in the ball game.
Yeah, he's earned his points. Some acrobatic moves.
He's also their leading scorer on the season at almost 19 per game. So Saki getting it done here in the early going. So Muhammad Guy, who just checked into the game, gives it off to Fair. Purisic has come to the bench. And Guy now working on Saki. Ooh, he almost loses it, and he ends up losing it. It's Bauman who comes away with it. He picks it up off the floor. He was fouled from behind as Fair, a little overzealous, going for that steal. And that'll be side out for the Beavers. That's going to be Fair's first.
City College, very impressive at the start here, David. Coming out with a lot of energy and really just attacking the Bearcats.
And Pichotowski gets inbound over to Galloway. I think the whole entire Beavers bench thought there was a bit of an opening underneath that they could have gotten an easy basket. Either way, it'll be Baruch setting up in the 2-3 zone with the Nicholson brothers outside. Ball swung around the perimeter. Bauman trying to give it inside to Dixon, who almost loses it. A little bit of a hard pass for only a 4-foot pass there from Bauman, but the Beavers able to corral it. Now it's Galloway on the far side. He's going to pull a deep three. Shot no good. Pichotowski able to corral that offensive rebound, though, on the far side. He'll pull up from just inside the three-point line. Saki able to get the weak side rebound and easily lay it in.
City College playing with more intensity than the Bearcats.
And Nicholson now has it in the front court. Gerard Nicholson to be specific, and it's Fair up top. Back to Nicholson. Nicholson calling out the offense. Muhammad Guy now over to Devin Nicholson, Gerard cutting through, but he'll give it outside to Akil Vaughn. Vaughn looking for options over to Muhammad Guy. Way off on the three, and Galloway comes away with the rebound. Bauman has it on the near side. Give it to Pichotowski. Galloway up top. Ball swung all the way around the perimeter to Saki on the far side. He's going to drive, and he gets that knocked away from him. I think it was Guy. It was on the defense, and Nicholson gives it up to Fair, who brings it into the front court. Donovan waiting to check in for the Bearcats. Kicks it outside. Gerard Nicholson near side three, and he knocks it down. Big three there by Nicholson and cuts it to a three-point game.
How many times have we seen Nicholson hit a shot that changed the complexity of the game, David?
Definitely halted some of the momentum City College was building there, as it's now into the hands of Pishatowski. Ball swung all the way around the perimeter. High floater is good from Saki, and he's really been finding his stride. He's already got 11 of the Beavers' first 21.
How are the Bearcats going to stop Saki, David? That's the question.
And Bauman all over Nicholson. Maybe a little too overzealous, though. Is Nicholson able to go past him? Devin Nicholson, far side three. They're going to say it doesn't count, though, as that shot did fall as he stepped out of bounds. And it's going to go back to the Beavers. Oteng in the game for Pishatowski, who comes to the bench.
Bearcats are lucky to be down by 5 because they're being outplayed.
They really got to figure out a way to stop Saki, as he's had his way. 11 of, as we said, of 21. Baruch only trailed by 5. Saki into the lane, kicks it outside to Oteng. Back to Saki on the far side, back up top to Oteng. Nice ball movement here by the Beavers. Bauman's three on the near side, no good. Nice tip in there by Galloway, though, as him and Guy both went up for it. It falls through.
Well, you know it's your night when shots go in like that.
A bit fortunate there. It was about 4 fingers on that ball, and it was able to flow through. As Donnellan now up to Nicholson. Devin Nicholson in the front court. Nicholson crossover move. He'll pull the three. Shot short. Going to get for his own rebound. Bauman knocks it away. Up ahead to Oteng. Now inside to Saki. Saki's shot emphatically blocked by Akil Vaughn as Saki hits the deck, and it's going to be Beaver ball, on the far side as Saki takes a second to compose himself, and he gets helped up from his teammates.
That's that volleyball ability of Vaughn. Impeccable timing.
Nice move there by Saki to get around the first defender. Just couldn't get it over the outstretched hand of Akil Vaughn.
Vaughn is a tremendous force down there with his volleyball experience.
So Galloway has it up top. Now gives it to Oteng, who replaces Galloway. Galloway is going to swing it on the perimeter to Bauman. Bauman takes one dribble, and he's able to knock down a baseline jumper. And what the Beavers have been really doing well in the last few minutes, Joe, is really getting that zone going horizontally on the defensive end for the Bearcats.
Well, the Beavers are playing with a lot of confidence, and Baruch has got to take that confidence away.
Baruch trailed by 9 here in the early going. 8:50 remaining here in the first. Donnellan over to Purisic. Purisic working on Galloway. Purisic trying to find the cutting Osorio back door. They're going to say it was a kick ball. But once again, the Beavers defense just swarming on the defensive end.
Well, Purisic is a really good passer, so he's going to make the good pass.
And it's going to be a foul off the ball, as I think it was Purisic who's trying to get away. It might have been actually on Nicholson. Either way, the foul is on number 23, Nana Oteng. Inbound to Devin Nicholson here on the wing on the far side. It's going to be Osorio who has it. He gives it back to Nicholson. Nicholson puts it on the deck. He'll peel back, gives it back to Osorio. Osorio looking for options, working on Pishatowski. Back to Nicholson, has the open three. Ooh, that was halfway down. No good, and Galloway going to come away with it for the Beavers. Working on Donnellan, goes right past him. Reverse layup, no good. Ball still loose. Osorio comes away with it for the Bearcats. If he hustles, he gets it up to Nicholson. His shot, no good. Rebounded by Vaughn. And he was fouled on the way up, and he'll go to the line to shoot two. Nice play there by Akil Vaughn to get that up through the contact.
Yeah, Vaughn has the strength now to overpower the Beavers down low. So this is a vital time now when Vaughn may be able to bail the Bearcats out of this little doldrum, David.
So Vaughn knocks down the front end of 2 here at the free throw line. Akil Vaughn on the season shooting roughly 60% from the line. As his second is no good, and Bauman able to run that one down. Baruch trailed by 8 with 8 minutes remaining here in the first half. It's Galloway on the far side, up top to Bowman. Otang has it, looking for options. Galloway gets it up top. Ball swung around the perimeter. Bowman's going to pull from the far side, and he knocks it down. And Baruch just a little late to close out on Bowman, the freshman.
Well, Baruch in their zone is putting up a fence, but they got to get out and contest.
And they're going to say Pishatowski was out of bounds as he comes away with the steal. Coach Boateng pleading his case to the ref, and he'll stay with the Bearcats. Gannon checking back into the game for Vaughn. Osorio to inbound right in front of us here at the scorer's table.
CCNY's been successful here, David, because they're just coming at Baruch. And Baruch has got to stop that and offensively find out, what's going to work against this Beaver attack.
And Donnellan gives it up top to Devin Nicholson. Ball swung around the perimeter to Osorio. Full cross-court pass to Purisic. Working on Galloway, trying to go baseline. Right underneath with the right hand. Shot no good. Gannon on the rebound. Off glass, and he's able to knock it down.
Purisic did everything but finish.
Ball swung around the perimeter. Bowman wide open for three. And he knocks down another one. And Gannon late on the closeout there, but Baruch really struggling getting left to right with the 2-3 zone.
CCNY doing a little of everything.
And Gannon on the pick. Looking for options, give it off to Osorio. Gives the pick for Osorio. Back outside to Purisic. Purisic hop step into the lane. Through some contact, shot no good. Ball still loose. And it's going to be Asani who comes away with it. Up to Otang, now near side to Pishatowski. He'll bring it into the front court, back to Otang.
But Purisic has to keep attacking.
Bowman is fouled on the shot. No good. Nope, they're going to say it was on the floor, and it's going to be side out underneath. So Gerard Nicholson checks back into the game. So does Jamel Fair, as it'll be Sean Donnellan and Devin Nicholson to come to the bench.
Coach Alisi trying to find answers against this CCNY success here in the first half.
And Pishatowski wide open off the inbound, but Asani comes away with the rebound. Pishatowski inside and able to lay it in with the right hand. And Coach Alisi wants to talk things over. Baruch trail by 14. 33-19 with 6:25 remaining, and we'll step aside. You're watching Baruch Basketball on YouTube channel, Baruch Bearcats Broadcasting. So both teams break the huddle here. And Joe, position that maybe Baruch don't find themselves often in, down 14 here in the first half.
Everything is working for CCNY, but Baruch hasn't been able to get into a flow when things work well for them.
CCNY shooting an impressive 48% from the field, so Bearcats have to figure out a way to try to slow them down. As Osorio now has it, gives it to Purisic. Purisic pulls the three, shot around and out. No good. It's going to be Asani who soars for it, and Galloway to bring it up for the Beavers.
Beavers playing with a lot of confidence, feeling anything they do is going to be successful.
Galloway has it on the Bearcats symbol at center court. Pichotowski runs through, fair on him. Baruch playing a little bit more man-to-man now as now Saki has it. Takes the pick from Asani. Saki spinning shot off left iron, no good. Osorio able to soar for that rebound, and he'll bring it into the front court for the Bearcats. And he'll actually bring it right into the key, and he'll pull up from the free throw line and knock it down. Nice play there by Saeed Osorio.
Well, the Bearcats are going to have to get into a little momentum swing here. Not a one play, but a series of plays to get them back in the game.
And Pichotowski has it. Still plenty of time remaining here in the first half. 5 minutes of basketball left. Now Saki into the lane, gives it outside to Pichotowski. Bauman straight on three. He's been hot. Shot off right rim, no good. And Baruch once again giving up a wide open three, though, to one of the better three-point shooters of City College.
Coach Alisi has to be very unhappy with the defensive effort. Simply, you want a closeout, a simple closeout.
Ooh, nice find from Nicholson, and it looks like Gannon was unable to corral. Galloway comes away with it over to Pichotowski inside. Reverse layup, and he's able to get that one to drop. Pichotowski, senior. We've seen him play every year here for City College. So Osorio now on the near side, gives it up to Gerard Nicholson up top. Gannon calling for it. Now Nicholson outside to Osorio. Osorio going to pull that three. Shot no good. Ball still loose. Gannon, nope, can't corral it. And they're going to, thought he was fouled underneath. And instead it's going to go back to the Beavers.
Gannon working really hard underneath. It just went off his fingertips.
Galloway to walk things up for City College. He brings it into the front court. Gerard Nicholson going to be on him at the three-point line. Calling out the offense for Coach Boateng. City College winners of 2 in a row, looking to get a little bit of a winning streak going themselves as Gerard Nicholson is able to come away with it. He goes right into the lane. Hop step, high shot, no good. Gannon able to follow with the tip. And it's 35-23 Beavers.
Gannon working really hard down low for the Bearcats. But they just have to have put together a few stops here.
And that's going to be an offensive foul there. See who it's going to be on. The foul there is going to be on number 23, Nana Oteng. And it's going to be a timeout for Coach Boateng and the Beavers, so we'll step aside with 3:35 remaining. Baruch trail by 12 with the ball. You're watching Baruch Basketball on YouTube channel, Baruch Bearcats Broadcasting. So both teams break the huddle with 3:35. Baruch trying to chip away at a 12-point deficit here at the Arc, coming in riding a 7-game win streak, trying to extend it to 8, trying to continue to be undefeated here in early portion of conference play in the CUNYAC. As Nicholson now into the lane all the way around, now over to Fair. Straight on three by Guide, a little too strong, no good. Pichotowski comes away with the rebound, and he'll bring it into the front court. Muhammad Guy out on him now over to Galloway. Galloway gets picked up by Fair on the center symbol. Saki runs through. Galloway doesn't want it. Gives it inside to Asani, who steps back out behind the three-point line over to Pichotowski. Oteng cuts through. Handoff now to Galloway. Galloway takes the pick from Saki. Back outside to Asani. He thinks about the shot, puts it on the floor. Gives it back outside to Oteng. Now straight on three from Galloway. Shot clock running down. Muhammad Guy soars for that rebound, and Baruch able to come away with it.
Well, Bearcats made them work the entire possession.
Now Fair thinks about the shot, gives it over to Nicholson. Nicholson here up top. Jab step a couple times, gives it outside to Osorio. Osorio up top to Fair. Fair going to put it on the deck into the lane. High floater off back iron, no good. Baruch really just struggling from the field here. A couple open looks on the last couple possessions. Can't get it to fall.
Yeah, Fair has been a non-factor in this first half.
And also, luckily for Baruch, though, City College also maybe on their coldest stretch of the evening, as Oteng cannot get that three to go down. And it's Nicholson up top, gives it over to Osorio. Inside to Gannon. Gannon, and one from the big fella. Gannon working on Pishatowski. That's an obvious mismatch. Gannon coming in at 6'6", Pishatowski only 6'2". Way to create that space and finish at the basket.
Great vision, great pass, great catch, and great finish.
Sounds like it was a great play there, Joe.
Yeah. I just had to map it out so everybody gets credit.
Good play all around, and nice play there, to your point, finding that mismatch, and not only that, but great play by Gannon to establish that position.
Well, you know, we missed him when he was injured, but he's back in the nick of time.
And he rattles home that free throw, so a three-point play, and the deficit's cut to single digits as they trail 35-26. Quick moment for Galloway to tie his shoe here, and we should be back underway here. We are.
Now, the Bearcats need to stop desperately here after that big play by Gannon.
And I think, Joe, these last 2 minutes of the first half and probably the first 5 minutes of the second half, maybe your biggest moments of the game is the shot there. No good. Like you said, got that stop there as Asani was not able to hit, and now it's Nicholson into the front court.
They have to cut into this lead going into the locker room.
Very good possibility trying to make it 7 here as the entry pass inside to Vaughn. Ooh, gets ripped away by Galloway, though. Nice defense there as Vaughn had position. The pass just over his back shoulder, not able to corral it. Now it's Asani on the far side. Jab step, and Muhammad Guy able to close that out. Asani thought about the three. Instead, he'll put it on the deck. Now gives it outside to Saki. Saki taking a contested shot. He thought he was fouled. Instead, it was an air ball, and it's going to go back to the Bearcats.
Well, in this little cold stretch, Baruch needs to take advantage and cut into this lead. You want to go into the locker room definitely below the 10 mark.
And to that point, City College has not scored in quite a while. Only one basket since about the 6-minute mark. As Fair hits the deck, shot no good. Devin Nicholson trying to get that rebound. He hits the deck as well, still loose. It's in the hands of Gerard Nicholson. And they're going to say he was fouled there by Oteng.
Little bit of football action there. Ball was loose, fumble.
Excuse me, the fouls are going to be at number 11, Yassine Saki. And that's going to send Baruch to the line to shoot a 1-and-1.
Slowly, Baruch is kind of coming back and playing their game. They took the punches from City College. Let's see if they can punch back.
Yeah, there was 31-19 at the 7-11 mark. It is 56 seconds left. It's 35-26. Baruch on a little bit of a run here, but not really able to capitalize on a lot of the misses that City College have had as Nicholson knocks down the first.
Well, Saki hasn't scored in a long time. He was a problem. So they got rid of that. Now they have to kind of find what's going to work here after a lot of uncertainty in this first half.
And Bowman, who has 8, and Pishatowski, who has 7, both on the bench right now. So some of that scoring not on the floor for Coach Boateng.
Notice every time Baruch makes a run, a Nicholson is involved.
And he is able to knock down both of those. Ooh, high floating shot from Asani. No good. It's going to go off of Saki last. And Baruch, who are down by 7, trailed as much by 12, have an opportunity to cut this deficit to 5.
Well, this is going to be about good shot selection by the Bearcats.
Inbound to Guy, back to Fair. Fair trying to get it into the front court, has 5 seconds to do so, and he does it with ease. Ooh, he slipped though. At the midway line, able to corral it. That could have been a bad play for the Bearcats. And now Gerard Nicholson has it. It's both Nicholson's, Vaughn, Guy, and Fair for the Bearcats. Nicholson into the lane. Spins. Free throw line jumper, no good. Ball batted out. Nice play there, but I think it was Galloway who was able to bat it out of the outstretched hand of Akil Vaughn. Saki up to Galloway up top. and City College can hold for the final shot. They lead 35-28. It's Galloway to call out Coach Boateng's offense. 11 seconds. Nicholson picks up Galloway at the center symbol. Gives it over to Asani on the far side. Guy takes the pick from Galloway. Asani gives it over to Dixon on the near side, and he's able to knock it down, and it was a three to send them into the half by Ricardo Dixon, the 6'7" freshman. We've really seen him stretch the floor tonight. So Baruch, once down by 12, cut it to 7, but they'll go to the halftime trailing City College 38-28. We'll step aside for halftime. You're watching Baruch Basketball on YouTube channel, Baruch Bearcats Broadcasting. And welcome back to the Arc Arena. It's the second game of your doubleheader between City College and your Baruch College Bearcats. If you missed the women's game early on, Baruch, a resounding win over the Beavers, 66-23. And then the men's game, we've come out of half, Baruch trailing by 10, Joe, and in probably a position they don't often find themselves in.
Coach Alisi probably had a lot to talk about in the locker room, but specifically, let's come out in the first 5 minutes, get good defensive possessions, and then offense, let's get good shot selections to get back in the game.
And Baruch will start with the ball, so they'll be able to get things underway if they can get it in bounds here. Fair struggling to do so, finds Piersic in the front court, and he'll put it on the floor. Sani on him. Piersic looking for options. It's Osorio on the baseline. He's going to go to work against Saki, able to drive right in as Saki hit the deck, and Osorio able to lay it in with the right hand.
Well, that's what Saki was doing to Baruch early, spinning.
Getting a little bit of a taste of his own medicine there. As Asani inside, it gets stripped from him. Gannon able to come away with it. Not sure who got a hand in to create the turnover, but it's Osorio now into the front court. He'll curl back. Baruch trail by 8.
Defense first, and then good shot selection second.
Osorio posting up, back out to Piersic. Fair puts it on the deck, right into the lane. Step back jumper, off front iron, no good. Saki gets hit hard from Osorio, and Osorio saying he was being held in the first place, but the retaliation foul a little bit there, and it's going to be Beavers ball.
David's fair doesn't seem to be right tonight. I don't know why, but he's just off.
1 of 5 shooting so far on the evening, only 2 points in 17 minutes of action. So to your point, Joe, really having a quiet night is Jamel Fair. Plenty of time to turn that around, though, as only a minute gone here in the second half. Ball swung around the perimeter. Ba into the game. We didn't see a lot of him in the first half as he had 2 quick fouls in the first 2 minutes. And we saw more Ricardo Dixon than him as Saki's shot no good. And Osorio couldn't corral the rebound, so it's going to stay with the Beavers. And Baruch playing great defense there, but unable to really corral that defensive board was Saeed Osorio.
Yeah, but they're going to have to maintain this defensive intensity to keep City College out of adding to this lead.
Galloway, deep 3. Ooh, doesn't hit anything, but Saki on the offensive board. He can't lay it in. Once again, he hits the deck. And he's down holding his leg, but it's going to be come back the other way with Osorio. Gives it over to Piersic. Piersic. And after that block, Saki looks like he rolled his ankle, so it's going to be Trainer coming on the floor. As it looks like to be some serious concern for number 11, Yassine Saki, the junior guard from Harlem, New York.
Yeah, he's the straw that really gets this City College attack going. Hope he's okay.
And I think what happened was he went up for the rebound, and almost, I think, 2 Baruch players fell on top of him as he was on the floor, averaging 19 points per game. They're City College's leading scorer, so this would be a big blow for the Beavers if he's unable to continue.
Yeah, both teams are playing with such energy that they're just running into each other.
And he looks like he's up off the floor, so that's good to see as both teams now in their huddles as Saki needs a second to compose himself, but he should be walking off under his own power. It looks to be that left ankle there. I think he may have rolled it as multiple players came down.
Yeah, you know what, Dave? Baruch's defensive intensity is a lot different than the first half right now.
So it'll be Bowman to check in for Saki. And to that point, Joe, I thought they've had 2 good, really solid defensive possessions to have the Bearcats. So it'll be Bearcats ball underneath their offensive basket, and it'll be Gerard Nicholson to inbound. He finds Osorio. Osorio working on Ba, trying to spin through, and he's able to finish with the right hand. And clearly the message has been give Osorio the ball here in the early going on the block and see what he can do with it.
Well, he's so crafty, he's going to create shots that aren't even there.
And he's intelligent enough to find the pass when the shots aren't there. So now it's Asani, ball swung around the perimeter into the hands of Bowman. Inside to Galloway, finds Ba, back door. Ba goes up with it, and he's able to get that one to drop.
Well, that was good defense, but the ball just found him, and he actually created a circus shot that went in for him.
So it'll be Nicholson in the front court, handoff to Osorio, now to Purisic. He takes the pick from Gannon. And the foul there is going to be on number 34. Well, Amir Asani.
Purisic is going to have to attack. This is a game for him to attack City College.
Only had 4 in the first half. He's 2 of 6 shooting in 14 minutes. Is Emil Purisic. Now Gannon, ooh. Looked like either it was a travel or he got pushed from behind. It looked like there was some hand play there from Bob, but either way, now it's a fair up top. 10 seconds left to shoot. Purisic into Gannon. Gannon with his back to the basket needs to get something up. Do the Bearcats. Fair going to pull. Shot doesn't hit anything. And Purisic was able to save it, but it's going to be a shot clock violation against the Bearcats and a great defensive possession from the Beavers.
Yeah, Baruch was just really didn't have a plan. They were just moving around. Nobody attacked.
Now Piszczatowski has it up top. A little behind the back dribble. Galloway calling out the offense as he stands on the center symbol. Gerard Nicholson on him. He's backing off. Gives it off to Piszczatowski. Hand off now to Ba. Over to Galloway on the far side. Galloway open 3. Takes the screen from Ba. Shot no good. Gannon corrals that rebound. And it'll be Osorio to bring things up. Now to Purisic into the front court.
Big possession here to cut into that lead.
Gannon straight on 3. He's wide open. Ooh, that ball looked like it was halfway down, but it does not fall for the Bearcats. And it'll be the other way with the Beavers. Now Piszczatowski, crossover move into the lane. Step back jumper, and he's able to knock it down. Nicholson over to Fair on the near side. Fair needs to get it into the front court and does. Purisic has it over to Osorio. Osorio covered by Piszczatowski to Nicholson on the far side, looking for Gannon inside. Gannon has a little bit of a mismatch, it looks like, on Ba. Crossover move from Osorio. Shot around and out, no good, and it's Galloway comes away with it. Nope, it's Osorio, tips it right to Gannon, who's able to lay it in. Nice hustle play there on Osorio from his miss.
Osorio really doing a little of everything out there now.
Now hand off to Piszczatowski. Asani going to pull up straight away. Shot no good, ball still loose. And still loose, and they're going to say it was a foul. And that's an unfortunate call for the Bearcats. The foul there is going to be on number 15, Jamel Fair. That's his second.
David, I don't know why you make that call because there really wasn't a lot of contact there, David.
It looked like Baruch was going to potentially come away with that loose ball, but either way, it's going to be, Otang. Wide open 3. Shot way short, though. Gerard Nicholson on that rebound. He looks over his shoulder to see if there's anyone chasing him down. He goes straight into the lane. He gets fouled as he goes up with it and will go to the line to shoot 2.
Every time Bearcats make a run, it's always a Nicholson that's involved in initiating that run.
This time it was Gerard. And Ricardo Dixon will be at the scorer's table to check into the game. That's Ba's third here with a little over 4 minutes gone in the second. And Nicholson knocks down the first. And it'll be Dixon in for Ba.
Well, Baruch slowly turning the momentum around here in the opening minutes of the second half.
And Devin Nicholson comes to the bench, scorer's table, to check into the game. And it's going to be a timeout for Coach Boateng and the Beavers with 15:44 remaining. Baruch have cut a 10-point halftime lead to 6. We'll step aside. You're watching Baruch Basketball on YouTube channel, Baruch Bearcats Broadcasting. So both teams break the huddle. Baruch trailing by 6, able to slowly cut into that deficit of what was 10 at the half.
And Osorio was the guy that really initiated this change of momentum out of the gate when the second half began.
He has 8 points in 19 minutes of action on 3 of 6 shooting, so doing a little bit of everything, also adding in 3 assists and 3 boards.
So again, Baruch has to turn up the defense to keep this momentum change.
So Bowman now here on the near side. He had 8 in the first half. Gives it inside to Dixon. Dixon's going to put it on the floor. Steps on through past Piersick and Gannon and lays it in.
Well, that was too easy.
And Nicholson walks it into the front court. Bowman on him, gives it over to Piersick. Piersick now to Devin Nicholson on the far side. Jamel Fair to Gerard Nicholson, trying to give it inside to Gannon. That ball gets knocked away by Dixon, and Bowman's going to come the other way with it. Ooh, it looks like he almost lost it for a second. Oteng has it up top. Galloway here on the near side. Ball swung all the way around the perimeter to Dixon.
Coach Alisi not happy with Baruch turning it over like that.
Galloway on the center circle. Calling out the offense. Oteng runs through, doesn't look for him. Hand off to Asani. Asani straight on. Piersick closes him out. Now Oteng comes off the pick from Dixon. Step back shot. Really contested. Had to fire though. And Galloway's able to come away with the rebound. Back outside to Dixon. Dixon inside. Piersick on the steal. Piersick's going to pick it up and he'll run. Piersick slows things up and it'll be into the hands of Fair. Fair going right to the basket. Can't finish with the right hand. And Dixon comes away with the rebound. Now to Galloway, who's going to bring it into the front court. He's actually going to, Baruch's defense is going to sag off, and Galloway can walk it into the front court.
Boy, Fair is just a little just off the mark tonight.
He's 1 of 8 shooting as Bowman going to pull up from the free throw line. Shot, long rebound into the hands of Dixon. And Dixon was fouled underneath. The foul there is going to be on number 20, Gannon. That's going to be his second.
City College getting these long rebounds.
And Donald will check into the game for Gerard Nicholson. Yeah, to your point, Joe. Right now, City College 15-8 in the offensive boards lead. While Baruch also have 1 more turnover than the Beavers. So
now Donaldson now could be an offensive threat with the 3 ball for Baruch, and he could put it on the floor.
Pull-up shot there by Asani. No good, but he's able to get his own rebound. Goes right past Gannon and able to lay it in. And there's just no hustle right now from the Bearcats, and Coach Alisi wants to talk things over. He can't be happy with the level of effort they've been showing. So we'll step aside with 13:43 remaining. Baruch trail by 10, 46-36. So it'll be Bearcats ball. And it'll be the Beavers who set up in the full court press. Donalyn, Fair, Muhammad Guy, Akil Vaughn, and Saeed Osorio on the floor. And you kind of had to see that coming, Joe. Switching up of the interior players from the Bearcats as Fair can't hit. His shot wild with the left hand, no good, and Bowman comes away with the rebound.
Coach Alisi's going to have to see which works now of his depth, who can deliver.
So now Bowman outside to Galloway on the far side, and Joe, the Baruch going to have to start making a move soon and getting some stops as they trail by 10. Bowman puts it on the deck. Shot closed out on by Fair, and Bowman gets fouled and will go to the line to shoot 2.
This is uncharacteristic play by Baruch. this 7-game winning streak, you know, they've been able to play offensively and defensively at a great level. Tonight, they just are not able to match the play of City College's attack.
They haven't kept up the energy, and they've I think lackadaisical defense in the first half, letting a lot of open shots for the Bearcats.
Also, David, the long rebounds has just got to make Coach Shalisi livid.
And that's the annoying part about it, right, Joe? It's a lot of effort plays. It's, you know, it's closing out for rebounds. It's closing out on defense. A lot of just getting out there and making a play.
At this point in the season, you know, you should be above these mental errors.
So Osorio now gives it up top to Guy. Baruch trying to manufacture some offense. Guy lays it in with the right hand, and the foul. The foul there is going to be, I think, on number 15. Yep, Dixon.
How many times have you seen Guy come off the bench for Coach Alisi and all of a sudden do great things to get his team and, you know, back in the game?
And Guy can cut the lead to 9 here as he knocks it down.
Well, the effort's going to come from someone.
Well, Lukman Ahmad now into the game for the Beavers. Sophomore guard from St. Edmund Prep. Ahmad, free throw line jumper, wild shot, but he's able to knock it down. And once again, the full court press. Now Minnick gets the ball into the front court with Osorio takes it on the cymbal, calling out the offense. Guy over to Vaughn. Osorio puts it on the deck, takes the screen from Vaughn, and it's going to be a blocking foul there on number 2, Ahmed. That's his first.
Osorio had a pass to go to, or he could take the shot.
I think he was trying to give it to Vaughn underneath, but was fouled in the process. So it'll be Donnellan to inbound side out.
Osorio just the guy that initiated that good start in the second half. Let's see if he can do it again.
Now inbounds to Guy up top. Calling out the offense. Guy in the lane. His shot no good, but he'll go to the line to shoot two. Muhammad Guy, I got to be honest, coming into the game here in the last few minutes, really taking it upon himself to find the offense for the Bearcats.
He's playing with a lot of confidence in David, and he's got such length that he can rise above everybody. So if I'm City College, I want to really watch out for Guy.
And he's off on the first, is Guy. And he almost had back-to-back three-point plays there too, Joe. He was very close to finishing that one at the rim.
Once again, Coach Alisi, a master at putting the right guy in at the right time. Putting Guy in at the right time when Baruch needs a little bit of mojo.
And Guy can't hit any at the free throw line. Needed those to drop, and it'll be Ahmed to walk things up for the Beavers. Gives it off to Dixon, finds Bowman cutting back door. His shot no good. Asani on the offensive board once again. Oh, ball swung around the offensive end here for the Beavers into the hands of Dixon, and he's able to lay it in. Nice play there, and that got the entire bench up for the Beavers. And Baruch really have to figure it out here. They trail by 13, 11 and a half remaining here in the ball game. Now Minnick into the front court. Ahmed all over Osorio. Inside to Vaughn. Vaughn gets fouled on the entry pass. The foul there is going to be on number 34, Asani. That's his second.
Good positioning by Vaughn. He made himself get free for that pass, and that's what he's going to have to learn how to do.
Have to find something. And Donnellan running out of time just throws it off the leg of Ahmed.
Well, credit City College playing great defense, not allowing Baruch play to get free.
Devin Nicholson checking into the game. Baruch's leading scorer, a little more than 11 per game. He's been held scoreless tonight in 11 first half minutes. And Guy gets it on the inbounds. Guy going to work in the paint. And he can't finish. Ooh, Vaughn can't finish either. He gets his own rebound. He can't finish again. Vaughn trying to get the rebound, and he's fouled underneath.
David, tonight's theme is just what you just saw. It's not going down for Baruch.
Hasn't been dropping. Good point there, Joe, as Baruch only shooting 34% from the field on 14 of 41 shooting. 2 of 13 from downtown as well.
Guys like Fair don't have nights like this normally, and shots that are not going down usually do go down.
And Nicholson able to corral that air ball from Vaughn on the free throw. Now Donnellan has it over to Guy on the far side. Guy into the lane, kicks it out back outside to Donnellan. Guy at the free throw line. He's going to pull. Shot no good. Vaughn soars for that rebound, can't corral, and it's Oteng who comes away with it for the Beavers. Ahmed has it on the center circle. Hand off to Dixon. Dixon gives it off to Bowman. Bowman over to Ahmed on the far side. Ahmed takes the pick right from Asani. Into the lane. Ooh, almost gives it away outside to Vaughn. Now to Dixon. Ahmed, open three straight on. Shot. He's able to knock that one down. And Ahmed giving the Beavers 5 points quickly off the bench here in the second half after not playing minutes in the first.
Shots just falling for the Beavers.
So now Donnellan working in the offensive end, trying to find an option. Gives it off to Devin Nicholson. His shot no good, and rebounded there by Oteng. Now Dixon into the lane. Hop step, he took too many steps, slid the pivot, and it's going to go back to the Bearcats, and a much-needed turnover there for Baruch.
Well, Baruch needs to get a couple of offensive possessions successful to get them back in. And remember, this game turns quickly into the next game. So Baruch's going to have to finish in some type of positive way.
And Baruch's next game will actually be at Brooklyn College on Wednesday, January 11th. Still a lot of time here left to play as Donnellan crossover move, gives it over to Nicholson. Nicholson working on Oteng, couldn't move his feet quick enough, and he gets called for the foul. And Baruch with 9:28 remaining in the single bonus, so Nicholson will shoot for the 1-and-1.
Plenty of time left, Baruch Nation. Don't worry, your Bearcats just have to find a way, get some defensive stops and some good positive shot selections to get some baskets.
Baruch trailing by 16. Nicholson knocks down the first, and that's his first points on the evening.
Never too late for Nicholson to get going. He has emerged as the go-to guy for the Bearcats.
And he's good on the second. Gerard Nicholson checks into the game for Donnellan, so it'll be the Nicholsons, Minnick, Guy, and Purisic on the floor. For the Bearcats, it's Dixon, Asani, Ahmed, Galloway, and Oteng on the floor for the Beavers. And Baruch setting up in a full court press. And that's going to be a double dribble.
Well, that's a good thing. That was a turnover Baruch caused. Now they have to capitalize on that turnover.
Unforced error here for the Beavers. Rare you see a double dribble here as the inbound goes to Guy. Guy quickly double team. Nope, now they sag off. And Asani Guy working on Asani. Guy can't finish. That ball gets batted back out though. Guy back into the lane. His shot's blocked by Dixon. Guy hits the deck. He has to get back up and back into the play as Asani now throws it into no man's land. Dixon somehow gets it. Minnick comes away with it for the Bearcats. Gives it off to Purisic on the far side. Purisic looking for options, has Gerard Nicholson up top. Oteng out on Nicholson, now ball into the hands of Minnick, gives it to Devin Nicholson on the near side. He's able to knock down a three. And Baruch have cut the lead to 11. 8:45 remaining here in the ballgame, and it's going to be Galloway to walk things up.
Nicholson doing what he does.
Ahmed handoff to Galloway. Gives it off to Oteng. Beavers looking to make a slew of changes here. Oteng Jumper from the key, no good. Muhammad Guy able to pull down that rebound. And Baruch can cut that deficit once again to single digits. Here, Minnick into the front court. Hands it off to Gerard Nicholson. Over to Devin. Nicholson puts it on the floor into the lane. Scoop layup. He's able to get that one to fall. And a timeout for Coach Boateng just at the right time. Baruch on a 7-0 run, and they've cut the lead to 9, 55-46. We'll step aside with 8:08 remaining. You're watching Baruch Basketball on YouTube channel, Baruch Bearcats Broadcasting. So Devin Nicholson, 5 unanswered points there as he hit a 3 followed by a nice reverse layup. Actually, he has 7 unanswered points because he hit the free throws before that as well. So when you have one of your best players step up. Gerard Nicholson able to come away with the steal on the inbounds. His shot no good. He rips it away. His shot no good again, though. Empty possession for the Bearcats. Nicholson maybe a little overzealous, but great defensive play on the inbound.
Great hustle by Nicholson. Cleverly, Coach Alisi is keeping Muhammad Guy in the game because he feels him. He's playing with tremendous confidence, Guy is.
And he's definitely exerting a huge effort as now it's going to be Galloway to pull up. Gerard Nicholson a little slow on the closeout. That ball bounced off the rim twice, and Piersic able to come away with the rebound.
Coach Alisi just amazes me. Just a tremendous in-game coach, putting people in that he feels at that moment.
Now Piersic underneath. Gives it outside to Guy. 12 seconds on the shot clock. Baruch have to do something. Minnick into the lane. Gives it outside to Guy. Guy's going to pull the 3. Shot no good. Rebounded there. They're going to say it was a foul on Piersic underneath as Bayami Ba was the one that was fouled on that rebound attempt. That's Piersic's second.
I think Guy should attack the rim instead of settling for the outside shot.
So Baruch setting up in the full court press.
Nicholson playing tremendous defense.
7 minutes remaining here in the ball game. It's in the hands of Galloway for the Beavers. Gives over to Saki. He has 11. We haven't really seen much out of him, though, since midway through the first. Now Pishatowski shot no good. Long rebound. Minnick able to corral that. Pishatowski was right there, though. Once again, Baruch almost letting up a dreadful offensive board. Minnick into the lane. Shot no good. And Piersic able to tap it in. And it's a 7-point game, 55-48. Ooh, almost a steal there. Dangerous inbound from the Beavers.
This team on the floor for the Bearcats now, Coach Alisi's going to stay with because he feels them. And they're doing the right thing out there.
So Galloway has it now, gives it over to Saki. Saki has 11. Into the lane. His shot's good and the foul.
David, that was not because of bad defense. Saki just pushed that ball in. An acrobatic shot by Saki.
And once again, an opportunity to extend that lead back to 10. Every time Baruch gets a little closer, City College seems to be able to answer with a run of their own, but Saki can't hit that free throw, and it's Guy on the rebound. Devin Nicholson now over to Minnick on the near side. Minnick going past Oteng into the front court, now to Devin Nicholson. He'll slow things up. Past the 6-minute mark here in the second half. Minnick going to go to work in the post. Working on Oteng, and he knocks it down. Nice play there by Dylan Minnick.
Great play. Great play. He was determined.
That's his first bucket on the night in 7 minutes of action. Seeing an extended run here in the second half is Minnick. Now Galloway has it on the center circle for the Beavers. Calling out the offense. Piszczatowski here on the near side.
Baruch needs a stop now desperately.
Asani up top over to Saki. Saki on the far side wing. Oteng thinks about the shot. Gives it back off to Saki. Saki covered by Minnick. Crossover move. Gives it back to Oteng. Jab step three. And he knocks it down. Big shot by Oteng. It's still a 10-point game here at the Arc Arena. The second game of a doubleheader between City College and the Bearcats. Up ahead into the front court. Ball on the near side with Nicholson. Minnick now has it. Gives it outside to Nicholson. Corner three there from Devin Nicholson, and he knocks it down. And I don't know how you leave him open as Saki sagged off. I think he lost his defender for just a second. And Nicholson able to make him pay, so it's 60 to 53. Beavers will step aside with 4:52 remaining. So both teams break the huddle. Baruch trailing by 3 after a big 3 there from Nicholson.
How many times do you see Nicholson deliver when Baruch desperately needs it?
And he's been big in the second half. All of his scoring has been done here in the second half. He has 10 points. Galloway to inbound. Gerard Nicholson all over him.
Another, we hate to say it, but a desperate stop needed by Baruch now.
Piszczatowski now on the near side. Gives it off to Asani up top. Looking for Saki, but instead he's going to hand it off to Galloway. Ball's batted loose. Saki's able to come away with the loose ball. He'll curl back. 7 seconds on the shot clock. Minnick on him. Here comes the pick. Saki spinning into the lane. His shot blocked. Ooh, that they called it on the arm. I think that is a, I think that was a rough call.
When Saki spins, he just makes it impossible to be guarded.
And Saki knocks down the first.
Coach Alisi claiming that Saki traveled, and he has a point there.
Truthfully, I didn't see the travel. I definitely thought that was a block on the inside by Minnick. Great defense there to stay with Saki and keep himself between the ball and the basket. But it'll be Nicholson in the front court. It's a 9-point game. Minnick has the ball going past Galloway. Shot no good. And Purisic gets fouled on the offensive board. And Purisic able to get the first one to drop. A big free throw there. As he'll now get the back end of a 1-and-1. And one more foul for the Beavers will send them into the double bonus. We'll send Baruch, into the double bonus. And Purisic good. 2 of 2 from the line. It's still a 7-point game.
Plenty of time for the Bearcats. They need a turnover. They need a stop.
Honestly, I think they've been playing some great defense here, Joe, in the last few possessions. A little bit unfortunate on the last possession now as Galloway gets right into the lane. Shot no good. Ball batted around. And Nicholson comes away with the steal. Nope, he almost got to it. He tried to chase it down here on the near side. It's going to be out of bounds off him, so it'll stay with City College.
a credit to City College, even with good defense, they're still getting a couple of shots to fall.
And Nicholson all over Galloway. Galloway on the center circle. Pick left here from Asani. Galloway takes it, goes right into the lane. His shot blocked. It might have been one of two people, either Purisic or Guy. I think it might have been Guy, though. And now Purisic comes back the other way with it. Handoff to Guy. Ooh, almost left it behind him. And Baruch going to slow things down on the offensive end. Now it's Devin Nicholson over to Gerard Nicholson. Crossover move. Gives it over to Minnick. Minnick into the lane. Looking for options. It's going to be a blocking foul there. And that's going to send Minnick to the line to shoot two. And this is the problem with the Beavers being in the bonus, is now every small ticky-tack foul is going to send the Bearcats to the line.
Coach Alisi getting a nice couple of minutes from Minnick, offensively and defensively.
Minnick, 10 minutes tonight of 10 well-earned minutes, I should say. And on the season, he's only averaging 7 minutes per game. So it's going to be a 30-second timeout, so we'll step aside. Baruch trail by 6, 62-56. So both teams will break the huddle with 3:26 remaining. Baruch trails 62-56. It was once a 16-point lead here for City College in the second half. It's now only 6.
Well, defensively, Baruch turned it up and allowed themselves to get back in this game, first with great defense and secondly with, opportunistic plays on offense.
A minute can't hit, but Guy gets the offensive board. Gives it outside to Gerard Nicholson, who thinks about the corner three. Gives it outside to Guy. Baruch should probably regroup, and they do with Devin Nicholson up top. Opportunity to cut it, this 6-point deficit even smaller. Crossover move from Minnick. Ooh, nice spin move. Oh, he can't get it to drop. What a move by Minnick, though. And now Saki ahead of the pack. He's blocked from behind by Nicholson. Oh, they're going to call a foul. Wow. Oh, I think that's the second block maybe in the last 3 minutes, Joe, that they got called for a foul.
I don't know if Nicholson could have done it any better, David. There was really no foul there.
And Saki knocks down the first, extending it to 7. And he's good on the second. So Devin Nicholson, gets that knocked out of his hand by Saki, and it'll stay right here. Lackadaisical pass maybe by Saki.
Impressive outing for Minnick off the bench for the Bearcats tonight. But again, his shot normally will fall, not tonight.
Hey, everybody's talking. Talking. Amir, you got to talk back here.
So taking a second off the clock there for the pass breakup, and now the inbounds to Guy. Guy looking for options. Pishatowski all over him, but Guy able to get it into the front court. He's going to go right into the lane, kicks it out to Devin Nicholson. Devin Nicholson leaves it behind, though, and Pishatowski's able to rip it away. Now Galloway will bring it into the front court. Hand off to Pishatowski. Over to Bowman. Bowman over to Galloway. Galloway takes the pick from Asani right. gives the Piszczatowski, looking for options. Saki comes out to it, but now it's Galloway on the center circle. Saki here on the near side. Saki, crossover move, working on Minnick. Hop step inside. No call. Might have had an argument there. Either way, benefits the Bearcats, and it'll be Purisic who comes away with it. Baruch trail by 8. Minnick now into the lane. Going right inside. He can't finish. And Galloway comes away with the rebound. And it's going to be a 1-and-1 here for the Beavers.
Very frustrating night because the Bearcats have played well enough to be more into this game, but with Fair not having a good game and shots not falling, these things kind of come back to haunt you.
Baruch only shooting 32% from the field. I think it was just a little too much in the early portion of the second half when the Beavers climbed up to a 16-point lead. Still 2 minutes and 13 seconds. So plenty of time for the Bearcats, but they need stops and they need buckets.
Gannon was effective early. Coach Alisi has chosen not to go back with him.
And now Galloway 1 of 2 from the line. Now it's Osorio to bring it into the front court. He is hounded, though, by Galloway. Gives it over to Purisic. 2-minute mark here in the second half. Guy crossover move going against Piszczatowski. Guy floater, no good. High rebound, and it gets into the hands of Asani. Looking for options. Oh, they're going to say it was a kick ball against Nicholson. And it'll be Asani to inbound right in front of the Bearcats bench. Make that Piszczatowski, and Jamel Fair will check back into the game. Gannon and Fair into the game. Devin Nicholson with Purisic coming to the bench. Nicholson all over Galloway. Has to get it into the front court. Does Galloway. Ooh, almost stole it. Was Osorio as the pass to Piszczatowski barely gets through. Now it's Saki on the far side. Hand off to Galloway. Hand off to Saki now. Crossover move. Guy all over him. Outside. Galloway's 3. Way off, but it's Asani on the board. Gives it inside to Saki underneath. And 1. And that could have been a huge basket, and that could have been the dagger there for the Beavers as they have an 11-point lead with 1:23 remaining.
Once again, the long rebound corralled by City College. It's happened all night. And then Saki, again, a 3-point play. It's happened all night.
Saki can't hit the rebound, but Galloway comes, the free throw, but Galloway comes away with the rebound. Now Piszczatowski over to Bowman on the far side. And the clock's going to get close to a minute after this possession here. As now Saki full head of steam into the lane. Ball swung to Bowman. Bowman gets fouled here on the outside on Osorio, and that's going to send Bowman to the line to shoot 2. So Panagakos checking into the game. Muhammad Guy will come to the bench. Donnellan into the game as well, with Gerard Nicholson going the other way. So it's Gannon, Osorio, Panagakos, Donnellan, and Devin Nicholson on the floor. Shot no good there, and it'll be Devin Nicholson who comes away with it. He quickly comes into the front court. And it's going to be a blocking foul there on Galloway, and that'll send Nicholson to the line to shoot 2. And Oteng will check back into the game for the Beavers. Oh, actually, they're going to make him wait for the free throw. You
can bet, David, Coach Alisi's going to have this team prepared the next time City College meets up with Baruch.
And that will be on January 24th at City College. And Coach Alisi wants to talk things over as Baruch trail by 10 with 58.8 left.
Listen, every conference
So both teams break the huddle. Beavers, it'll be Beaver ball as they lead by 10 here with 58.8 remaining. It's Guy, Donnellan, Osorio, Devin Nicholson, and Gannon on the floor for the Bearcats. Pichotowski quickly trapped in the defensive end. Galloway trying to get it up the floor. He does, over to Oteng. Now out to Pichotowski. Pichotowski gets fouled by Donnellan, and he'll go to the line to shoot two. And Pichotowski knocks down the first.
Conference play, every game is going to be a war. Tonight's the first war.
And he knocks down the second, so Baruch trailing by 12. Osorio to inbound here. A nice move there by Guy to float through the lane and lay it in. So it's going to be a timeout again for Baruch. 70-60 with 40.8 remaining. Both teams break the huddle. It's a 10-point game, 40.8 left. Baruch were able to quickly score there with Guy. And it'll be Asani to inbound for the Beavers underneath his own basket. Looking for options. Dangerous pass, and he threw it away. And no time comes off the clock, so a nice break there for the Bearcats.
Bearcats need a quick basket and just play defense like they just did.
So it's going to be Baruch's ball. They'll inbound right underneath. And they'll look to score quick.
Trying to get a quick two. No foul, no foul, no foul. Come back to the basket.
Ooh, Guy intercepted a pass. I think that was for Nicholson. And Baruch turned it over. Now Galloway into the front court. And Baruch are not even going to foul. I think they're going to let this one get played out here, as they will get the ball back, but it'll just be happenstance, as I assume the City College will take the shot clock violation and Baruch will run things out. So your final score will be 70-60 here at the Arc Arena. So Donnellan bring it into the front court. And he'll lay it in, so make it 70-62. Bounce pass inside, and that will do it here at the Arc Arena. Baruch going to split the doubleheader against City College. The women are going to take a 66-23 win. The men are going to fall 70-62, Joe, and they're going to snap their 7-game win streak.
Yeah, David, Baruch men just didn't have it tonight. But the good thing is you got to have a short memory and come back, because conference play is every game is going to be a heavyweight match. So Coach Alisi is going to go in the locker room, kind of point out some things. But, guys, hey, let's have a great practice, and let's get back to doing what Baruch does.
Their next game will be, for both men and women, will be at Brooklyn College on Wednesday. It will be a doubleheader. Your next home game will be on Saturday, the 14th. It is Alumni Day, so the women will play at 12. There'll be the alumni game in between, and then the men will play at 4.
Yeah. Baruch Nation, please come out on the 14th. You're going to see a lot of tradition, and it's all Baruch that day. Everybody have a safe night. Thank you for tuning in.
And will do it for us. Once again, Baruch splitting a doubleheader tonight with City College. The women winning 66-23, the men falling to the Beavers 70-62. This broadcast has been in conjunction with the Baruch Athletic Department. For Joe Stolzer, I'm David Just. Everyone have a great night.